Hi all, it's Kim with Rejuvenate Raw with Kim, and today I posted about my liver flush that I just completed yesterday, and I just had so many questions that I thought I'd just do a video and explain it this way and show everyone what I did. But I want you to keep in mind that this is just the way I do my liver flush. There are so many ways of doing a liver flush, and a lot of them work really well. So let's talk first a little bit about the preparation. So 5 days before I do the liver flush, I will start drinking a lot of fresh juiced apple juice. And I usually drink at least a liter a day. And that prepares those stones that are in our gallbladder to soften, so they're going to be able to move down those bile ducts and into the liver and out our intestines, because we want them out of our body. So the day before I do the liver flush, I do not eat any protein, like nuts, if you eat meat, anything that has protein, no fats, no avocados, any oils, nothing. And the day I start the liver flush, I eat really lightly. I do maybe like some juice in the morning, maybe orange juice or grape juice, and then I might do a smoothie. For lunch I might have a salad, and just keep it pretty light, mostly just fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables. So let me show you how I do my liver flush and how I prepare. So the first step is to get our Epsom salts ready. So we need some water. I have here, about 3 cups of water, and we need Epsom salts. So we're gonna put in our water 4 tablespoons of Epsom salts. And I'm not gonna actually put these in because I'm not gonna drink it. I did it yesterday. So once we have our Epsom salts in there, you wanna stir it up really good, because it takes a little bit to get those mixed in, especially if your water's cold. Once we have it all stirred up and mixed in, then we are going to go ahead and pour it in this HDPE plastic bottle. And people are always wondering why I'm using plastic. Well, HDPE was one of the proven safe plastics that we can store our food in. I worked with a Hulda Clark doctor, and they did extensive testing on these. So feel pretty good about it, and I use the HDPE bottles to store a lot of my food, and say even juice and water in. So it works really well. And before I go on, the Epsom salts, I like to get the ones that are made to go in the body. We all know the ones you can buy at Walmart or so forth that are used to soak in the tub or soak your feet. And I just feel better about getting some that are made to go in the body, and I get these off of Amazon. So, all right, so we've got our Epsom salts mixed in with our water. It's good to keep shaking that once in a while. I usually get that ready in the afternoon, and that way it can be, I can put it in the refrigerator and it'll be nice and chilled when I get ready to drink it, because it's not very good. And it helps a little bit to have it chilled. So I usually stop eating in the afternoon, maybe 2. Some people say you can wait till 4, and you do not want to eat or drink after that time at all. So at 6 o'clock is your first dose of Epsom salts. So what you want to do is to measure out 3/4 of a cup of the Epsom salt water. All right, there we go. We'll set that aside, and then you'll just put it in a cup. You ready for this? Drink it down. So, right, it doesn't taste very good, but hey, we can do anything, right? All right, so that's at 6 o'clock. We put this back in the refrigerator 2 hours later. And by the way, there's no drinking or no eating in between. And at 8 o'clock, we do it again. Same thing, Epsom salts, chug it down. All right, so no eating, drinking, and then we are ready at 10 o'clock p.m. for the olive oil grapefruit concoction. Disgusting. All right, so I've got my grapefruit here, and this is how I prepare. So, you know, I use a citrus juicer, and a lot of people just, you know, squeeze it with their hands or have one of those handheld juicers. It doesn't matter, it all works. So go ahead and, you know, I go ahead and put a strainer over the measuring cup so that way we don't get any of the pulp or the seeds or anything like that. So just go ahead and squeeze that out. These grapefruit are kind of tough to get squeezed out. All right, gotta use a little muscle there. All right, so let's say we have our half a cup of grapefruit juice. Yes, we need a half of a cup of grapefruit juice. And then we are gonna pour our olive oil in there. You know, I'm not promoting a particular brand, just something organic, and maybe research it a little bit to make sure it is a good brand that you're using. So we're gonna pour our olive oil in there. We're gonna pour a half of a cup. Let's say it's a half a cup, a little short of that. So I just wanted to show you, you'll see that it separates. You got your grapefruit juice on the bottom, your olive oil is on the top. So just want to mix it up. And I usually get this ready maybe about 9:30 or so. I don't mix it up too far ahead of time. But here's a little hint. It tastes really bad. So, I don't know, maybe you like the taste. Some people might. I put my olive oil in the refrigerator ahead of time. It helps if everything is chilled. Anything you can do to get it down is helpful. So then you'll pour it in a cup, and I usually set it on my nightstand, have this spoon nearby so I can mix it up because it separates so quickly. And so about 9:45 you want to like completely get ready for bed. Like get your pajamas on, you go to the bathroom, everything you need to be in bed for the night. All right. So at 10 o'clock, you go ahead and drink this down. All right. It just kind of makes me kind of sick just to think about it, but we can do this. So sometimes I prepare myself just by like meditating, or I definitely want to keep my body relaxed. That is so important. We don't want to be worried or fearful or anything like that, because we want to keep everything flowing and we want to keep all this open in our body. We've done a lot to prepare for this liver flush, and we want it to work, all right? So at 10 o'clock, we drink it down. They say you have like 5 minutes to get it down. I usually just chug it down pretty quick and get it over with. And there's like 2 schools of thought on it. Like the doctor that I worked with, he said to lay flat on your back with your head elevated. And a lot of people feel that they need to lay on their right side. I've actually done it both ways, and it works either way. So whatever you feel you want to do, just experiment. That's what I do. Just try it both ways, because you'll probably do it more than once, and see what works for you. So you drank your olive oil and grapefruit juice. You're laying down really still. You don't want to move at all. You want to keep perfectly still, not rigid. Relaxed and still. Maybe do some deep breathing, and you want to kind of think about what's happening inside of you. Visualize those gallstones going through the bile ducts, and the bile ducts being open, everything flowing nice to the liver, to the intestines. So you want to help all that along as much as you can. And actually, you might be able to feel those gallstones moving throughout your body. They say it feels a little bit like marbles, and I have felt them once in a while, and it's pretty cool actually. So just try to go to sleep then, and try not to get up much during the night. Not at all. That helps a little bit. So next morning you want to be up at 6 a.m. Guess what? You get to do the Epsom salts again. Drink it on an empty stomach. Don't eat or drink anything. kind of go about your day then. You just don't want to eat or drink anything. And maybe by then the diarrhea has started, and that's a good thing. You want the diarrhea because that's bringing out all of those toxins that are dissolving out of your body. And you might see some stones coming out, and they look like little peas. They're green. They usually float on top of the water. So that's amazing when you see those come out. That's our goal. And I want to warn you a little bit, you're going to be in the bathroom a lot during this day because it's going to be cleaning you out. So you don't want to go to work, do it on a weekend, don't want to go shopping, so do it on a day that you have planned to be at home. So for those of you who the diarrhea hasn't started by 8 o'clock or so, I would go ahead and take one more dose of the Epsom salts. I don't need to. I seem to be clean out pretty good. But if you haven't done a lot of cleansing, you might be a little clogged up, so you might need that extra dose. So during the day, you will be running back and forth to the bathroom. So, and I do want to warn you a little bit that your butt's going to get really sore because you're bringing out a lot of toxins. And by the end of the day, it's pretty sore. But don't be alarmed, that's typical. It's what happens. And people ask me, okay, what kind of detox symptoms do you expect? And for me, the night of that I take the olive oil, a lot of times I do get pretty nauseous. Something about 1 in the morning that I wake up and I feel really nauseous. I get the chills. I have to have another cover on me. But it's fine. It's what's going on in your body. Your body's releasing a lot of toxins. It's just a response to that, nothing to be afraid of or alarmed at. And the next day, some people have some die-off symptoms such as headaches, chills, a little bit of a fever even. I've never experienced a fever, but it can happen, so no worries there. So, and also I want to tell you, when you're looking in the toilet, you might see some parasites because you are killing those parasites off. And do not be alarmed if you see some worms because we all have them and we want them to come out, and that's a good thing. So just kind of go about your day. Again, be very careful about breaking your fast. Drink your juice. Start off slow, maybe around, say you took your last dose at 8, I'd probably wait till about 10 to start eating or drinking anything, and just take it slow. Start off with some fresh squeezed juice or juice, and wait about an hour, see how that settles. Maybe have a smoothie, then by lunch maybe do a salad, and by dinner you should be pretty good. So sometimes though, I still have some diarrhea the next day, so that's fine too. So, but the good thing is when we do a liver cleanse, we raise our health to another level. So that's amazing. So I hope you enjoyed all this, and if you're viewing me on YouTube, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up. And if you want more information, come to my Facebook page at Rejuvenate Raw with Kim. I can't wait to see you there.